Hello everyone, it's Lindsay, and today I wanted to share with you how I'm working through the newest devotional kit from DaySpring. This is Women of the Bible Better Together. I will link the unboxing that I have down below for you guys. But I wanted to just kind of share with you how I'm working through this a little bit differently than some of my other kits. So I hadn't planned on using this kit in the Encourage Devotional Bible just because everybody else was, and so I want to do something a little bit differently. But the passages, some of the passages from this devotional, I've already journaled in my illustrating Bible. So I am going to go ahead and journal in this Bible, and I thought it'd be a good opportunity to kind of share with you some smaller, simpler entries if maybe you're not into all of the art and fuss and that kind of thing. So I wanted to show you how to work in more of a traditional Bible. This is a journaling Bible, but the pages are basically regular Bible pages. So you have to be very careful with these, and so I wanted to kind of show you how I work with that. And work with a smaller margin like what is in the bottom of this Bible. And so this is mostly just going to be a note-taking Bible for me. I'm going to use, the devotional content as the kits come out, but I'm also going to just, take notes with the different devotionals that are in here and that kind of thing. So I will have everything linked down below for you guys if you want to pick this up for yourself. I do really like that this has devotional content that expands on the devotional content from the kit. So what I have here is a traveler's notebook. This was just an empty traveler's notebook in my stash, and I just used some of the kit supplies to put this together for the devotionals. So the devotional cards that come in the kit, I'm going to keep in this traveler's notebook, and there's going to be 3 kits in the Women of the Bible series. So all three of those kits will fit in this traveler's notebook. And so what I've done is just taken like the kit sticker and the tissue packaging here, the washi tape from the kit, and then I've gone ahead and put the first devotional, and then I left the right-hand side of the spread a place to take notes. I did some stamping. I used some printables. I'll link those down below for you guys. And yeah, just items from the kit. And then for the second devotional, I've gone ahead and stuck down the card and then left myself room for my note-taking. Again, used some printables that I'll link down below, and then some products from within the devotional kit. And then there is number 3 and number 4, and then I can come in and put the start of kit 2 and then the start of kit 3 in here as well. So I'll do my note taking, but you don't have to have this Bible to work on this devotional kit, but there is devotional content in here that expands on the devotional content that's in the kit. So for the first one here, we're looking at Mary and Elizabeth in Luke chapter 1, and so you have content here and prompt questions, but in this Bible it has more devotional content. So basically this is just an excerpt of what is in this Bible, so you can read more about the friendship between Mary and Elizabeth. There's even more prompt questions in here, and so it just gives you some extra study if you feel like the devotional content in the kit just isn't quite enough. You may want to look at a Bible like this from the Encouraged community. So I've gone ahead and read the devotional content here, taken some notes. We're talking about Mary and Elizabeth and their friendship, and just one of the prompts is asking about a miracle that you have witnessed. And so one of my biggest miracles are the birth of my boys, Connor and Aiden. They are identical twins, and they had a very, very rare condition, and they ended up having less than a 1% chance of survival. And miraculously, they survived and thrived. And so I kind of just journaled about that and reflected about that. And one of the prompts was, what younger woman in your life could you use the wisdom and faith God's given you to speak to? And so I didn't have one specific woman, but I used the story of my boys as a testimony that I can share with people, especially other moms, and just share with them the power that God has through that story. And so that was kind of what I did in my journaling on over here. So in here, I'm just going to do kind of a title, leave myself some room to take notes. I did want to kind of play around with gelatos, since there is a gelato that is included in the devotional kit. I have pulled out another color. If you're looking for color swatching, that was on my unboxing blog on my blog post. There's some extra colors. And so I'm going to use a stencil from my stash. I will link some stencil options down below for you guys. And this is one of the mediums that you can use in this particular Bible. You don't want to do a whole lot of stamping, I would say, in this Bible, unless you're going to be stamping strictly with pigment inks because the page is so thin. So I'm going to be trying just to use what's in the kit and then some gelatos. So let me go ahead and put you guys on fast forward and we will put together this super small, short, quick entry. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start with the stenciling as my background element. And this particular stencil really worked well with the kind of botanical feel of this kit. So I found, this one I made myself using my Silhouette Cameo machine, but I found one by Tim Holtz just like this, so I will link it down below for you guys if you're interested. But what I'm doing is just gently adhering it to my Bible page. And then I'm going to go in and apply gelatos dry. So I'm using a cosmetic makeup sponge to pick up some of the pigment from the stick and then just putting that through the stencil. Now this particular color fig is a super, super light purple. So at this point it doesn't really look like I'm doing anything, but when you lift the stencil you'll be able to see that there's a very faint image in the background, and that's what I wanted. With this particular Bible, I don't want to cover up the text. This is going to be a working Bible for me. I'm going to use this for Bible studies and that kind of thing. So I don't want the images that I do to cover up the text here. So I'm going in with a pistachio gelato as well. This is not included in the kit. This is something I had in my stash, but I will link some down below for you guys. And same thing, I'm just using the cosmetic sponge to gently and carefully put some of that pigment through the stencil, and you can build up the color intensity. You can see there it was very faint, very hard to see. So I decided to go back in with an Illustrated Faith precision pen and just add some sketchy line detail. I'm not perfectly outlining the stencil. I'm just kind of adding some messy lines here and there to kind of give some definition to this floral image. It's meant to be a little bit abstract anyways, so it doesn't need to be perfect, but this way you can kind of tell that it's, you know, stems and leaves and flowers rather than just blobs of color on the page. So with this Bible, I'm going to try to mainly stick to dry products, light colored products that you can see the Bible text through. And so even if you don't have this Bible, some of the techniques I'll do in here may be better suited for those of you who, you know, don't want to cover up text or are working in a smaller margin Bible, and you can kind of adapt these for your Bible as opposed to the illustrating Bible where I do a lot more like scrapbook style and use products that might bleed through and that kind of thing. So I hope this kind of adds some variety to my channel for you guys. So you can see that little floral sprig there, just kind of adds some interest to the background. And then I'm adding the washi tape to the bottom. This way I can kind of consistently see, you know, the entries that I do with the, you know, each kit. I'm going to add the washi tape to it, so then I'll know which kit these entries are from. So I'm just going to add that down there. And then now I can start building my title. So I'm going to put down friends like Mary and Elizabeth. And I really wanted to focus in on just the friendship that Mary and Elizabeth had. So this passage in Luke 1 is where Mary actually goes to Elizabeth after the angel Gabriel has come and told Mary, surprise, you're going to give birth to Christ. So the first person that, or one of the first people that Mary goes to is Elizabeth, and she's just seeking comfort and friendship with Elizabeth, as Elizabeth herself is pregnant with John, who's John the Baptist, and they just developed this really sweet friendship. And so I really wanted to focus on that. So on the left-hand side here, I'm going to use a mixture of the clear stickers from the kit and my own handwriting just to journal out a prayer. Just thanking God for the miracle that is friendship and just how special that is, and just praying that the Lord brings, you know, great friends into my life that will help strengthen my faith, just like Elizabeth did for Mary. So I went ahead and journaled that out using those stickers, kind of makes it fun and colorful. And then I'll go ahead and add a date stamp. I am using the Illustrated Faith pigment ink. I will link that down below for you guys. That ink does not bleed through, but it is not waterproof, so just keep that in mind. Now I wanted to add a tab to the top. Now I'm going to be completely honest. These style of tabs are not my favorite. I didn't like that it was covering up the text. It was kind of clunky at the top, so I'm just going to hack it apart. So don't be afraid to cut apart products and make them work for you. I was able to kind of scoot that tab so that it didn't have such a high profile sticking out of the Bible. Just add a little bit of adhesive to the back. I'm going to add a little bit of washi on the top of it just to reinforce it. And there you go. That tab just works a lot better for what I wanted it to do. So don't be afraid to take things apart like I did. And I'm going to do that for the rest of the tabs as well. Now I wanted to highlight the passage here. And so I'm going to use the gelato to highlight that. So what I'm doing is actually masking off an area. So I'm just taking the washi tape, sticking it to the back side of my hand to remove any excess stickiness before I stick it down to the page. Because again, these pages are very delicate, so you want to be careful that you don't tear them. And this is just going to give me a little block area where then I can go in and color in some of this pigment. And when I lift up the washi tape, I will have a perfectly colored in little square right over the passage. Now this color is very faint, but it's nice because you don't have to worry about accidentally covering up the text. This is a great color if you're new to gelatos and maybe, have never played with them before. It's not going to make a huge, giant, disastrous mess if you mess something up because the color is kind of a lighter color. So don't be afraid to experiment and play. But you can see it's faintly highlighted there. And that is it for the entry today. So if you have any questions or comments, be sure to leave those down below. Check out the description box for links to everything that I mentioned today, including the devotional kit from DaySpring. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed. And until next time, thank you so much. Bye-bye.